Hello there everybody, my name is Chris and today we are with the Director of Admissions, Ms. Moir, who is also a house parent in Harker Hall. So welcome Ms. Moir.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
So today we'll be asking questions based on the admissions process and how it differs between the day students and boarders. So first question, Ms. Moir. So as much as you want to review, how does the admissions process work?
Sure. So actually the process is pretty similar between our day and our boarding students, and I'll talk a little bit about the differences between those. So all students begin the admissions process by submitting an online application. Perhaps many of our day students will have come to campus and seen our campus. That might be a little bit different for some of our boarding students who rely more on our admissions visits to their countries or their locations or our online website, right, to take a look around the school. And so after submitting an online application, students submit report cards, a character reference, testing scores, and any kind of supplemental materials that we would need to see from them depending on their grade that they're applying for. Our younger guys submit different things than our older applicants, of course. And then students will go through an interview, a group interview, and we'll review applications as an admissions committee. So boarding students oftentimes don't get placed through a group interview because that really happens on location, but that's one of the big differences that would happen for boarders versus our day students.
Fascinating. All right, my second question is, like, as you work for admissions, I understand that you have to travel to lots of places around the world to recruit students. So how many locations do admissions people actually go to, and are there any more notable ones for next year?
Sure, that's a great question, Chris. So we as a team share the travel within the admissions department and really within the school. And so next year we'll travel all over Canada, the United States, some new locations coming in there. We'll go to Europe and we'll go to Southeast Asia, and usually we tend to make a trip as well in the Middle East. So we're just in the planning phases of all the particular locations that we'll go to. And then I realized I forgot to mention Latin America, which is where I usually go and meet students in Latin America. So we try to hit them as many places as we can, and we're always welcoming, new inquiries from new locations. So if an inquiry were to come in for a student who are interested in applying to our school, chances are we'd be keen to get on a plane and go meet that student or welcome that student to our campus here also.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, so I know that you mentioned this already when answering the first question, but can you expand further on how does the boarding house interview differ from the day students?
Sure. So a boarding interview would differ from our day student interview because, as you experience here, Chris, and as I experience, we're very much a community in our boarding environment. So we're looking for students in our boarding applicants who are able to really integrate easily into our community, participate in what we offer, and grow within what we have. So our boarding questions in the interview will ask those kinds of things. We're also curious about your family and how they feel about you coming and being a student away from home, and curious about how you want to grow in terms of independence and leadership, and really being a community member, which are things that are unique to our boarding students here in Harker Hall.
That sounds great. So that's all the questions I have for you today. So thank you for coming again.
Sure. It was my pleasure, Chris. Thanks for having me.
All right. So my name is Chris. Goodbye.